Right, so this is the next step, I suppose. So obviously the ceiling now and the floor above is being held up just by acro props. So these things here, these span across the width and the length, to catch the beams. It basically acts as a wall. So if you see that one there, they run across. Anyway, once that's down, the steel, we're going to put a steel in, and we get these hangers, and they basically attach to the steel, because inside the web I'll put a piece of wood. Then the floor basically sits on those, they get nailed on, and that's what holds the floor up. Obviously steel in there, steel in there. But once this is done, this floor is a bit on the piss, so it goes down. Basically I'm going to rip it all out, put it all back in. But once that's sorted, that's the more important bit. I'm going to be back out there then. I've got to finish just a few little bits there and there where I've got to put the paneling back in the little holes, because I need a little bit more. And then need to get some polycarb to completely cover it. And then I'll be in the filters then. I just need to connect them up. I need to get some pumps, connect those up, figure out my plumbing, and then that's it. Then they're ready to go. The electrician, obviously, when he comes, because I'm going to put some spotlights in instead of these pendants, they're going to be spots. Once he comes, I'm just going to get him to run what I want. There's a few bits down there that need moving, and then he can go outside and then he can fit what I want to put outside, basically. So in the not distant future, hopefully I'll have this finished, so then she keeps her happy, so then I can go back outside, start sorting these out, get them ready, and then obviously have a big tidy up, clear everything out, and then I can start looking at getting some fish. Yeah, but not much dust in my hair. But I'm going on holiday soon, so I don't want to be buying new fish to put in there and have no one here to look after them. So obviously we're all going away as a family. There's only going to be someone here looking after the dog. I don't want them, because what I have done is the bottom pond right in the shed, I've completely emptied that now. So that one's empty. I've put the one that I wanted to keep in there. The rest have been moved on. So when we do go away, the only thing that someone's got to worry about is that pond. And at the moment, fingers crossed, touch wood, that hasn't been no problems. It's been bomb-proof. So, but saying that, we all know what happens, don't we? Once you go away, something's bound to go wrong. But yeah, tomorrow, sort all this out, get that done. I'm hoping, we're on Tuesday today, I'm hoping by Friday this will all be pretty much sorted. All the dust anyway will be finished, carpet will be gone, floor will be in. When I say floor, I mean the actual like strong, you know what I mean, the actual floor itself, the joist and that. Then I can then look at some sort of flooring underlaying or whatever. Then back outside then and start the ponds. So yeah. There you go. You've done a good job. Thank you. Should we leave it like that? Not finished. Right, so what we're trying to do is, I don't like using rubber boots on these, so I want to basically glue everything. So we're going to glue that into there, drop that into this pump, and then obviously this will then come out, and then I've got to try and work out around here to put the heater to then return back into that return there. So everything fits for now. Obviously the rubber boot's just on, not tight anyway, should I say. But nothing's glued, so I'm going to make sure I've absolutely got everything bang on and in place. Heater's in place, everything. Before I glue that, I'll have to start setting this one up to make sure that I've got the room. Because I think how this one's going to work is pretty much identical there. Pump will be somewhere here, and then it will go over to there, over to this bit, sorry, and then it will run through the heater, and then probably I'll cut this back off, and then this 90 then will face that way and go into that hole. But yeah, I'm trying to have a clear up. So in here, having a little clear up, make sure I've got somewhere to move in. But all this is basically out, cleaned, ready to go. All I've got to do now is I'm just going to give that a good mop out, disinfect it all, get that all ready, clean, start filling that one back up, and then once that one's gone, yeah, trying to look after her and do this. Basically, yeah, give everything a good clear up. All that there, I've got to find somewhere for that to go. Once I've then plumbed those two easy pods in, what I can then start looking at is I'm looking for some polycarb to go over the top. Once that's then done, I can mess around. Yeah, I can mess around with the air, which I've got from aqua aeration. I'll run you through once I get that up and out, and I'll give you a run through of that. But those two out there are pretty much going to be identical. Identical pipework layout, identical air pipe layout. The only difference is going to be a few hundred litres in difference in volume. This one is, like I say, pretty much ready to go. Because obviously I've let... Yes! Again. Because I've left it, well, I say empty. I emptied it, but obviously all the water was in the pipes. So what I did, we took this one off here and let it all just drain out, and it stunk because obviously it's been emptied while I've been away on holiday, so that's for like 10 days. So I want to make sure all the pipe work's completely empty, so it's all fresh, disinfect everything. I will probably anyway, even though it's, you know, I know the system was running fine, I will probably just give it a nice strong dose of PP. But yeah, that's day one down of the old pipe work. So I've just put this cover on for now because apparently it's meant to rain tonight. And obviously now I've got all the cables in, I don't want to rain. But yeah, lovely and tight. The only thing I'm going to change is I haven't got one on me, so that is a 3-inch reduced to 2, and then it gets reduced again to fit into the 10,000. I was going to put this on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick up tomorrow. Instead of that, I'm going to get, don't know where it is. Anyway, it's like, basically, it's one of them screws, I can't remember what it's called now. Basically, it's like that without the valve. So you get the 2 screw ends, and I'm just going to put that there instead. So if I ever need to undo it, I know I can unscrew it there, but I know it's just going to be better if I have one there as well to unscrew. So I can just unscrew that, unscrew the 3-inch bottom drain, and then that can just come out. Whereas at the moment, if I glue that in solid, if I glued that into there, I'd have unscrewing on there, but they're not the best. Because that there, yeah, I'm just not trusting it, basically. I think it'll be a lot better. And to fit the pipework in, I can glue everything as it is, and then that last piece can just be glued in, and then they butt up to each other. I'll try and get one if I can. Is that one? Oh, there you go. I'm using it as a little brace bash. So it's basically that. I'm going to put one of them in there, but this is 1.5 inches and I need a 2-inch. So yeah, tomorrow pop to the shops, grab one of these. Bash. What else have I got to do? I've put a little bit of water in there so then I can get the bottom drain lid on, because obviously I don't want to trap the air in. So what you do is, or what I'm thinking of doing anyway, is if you fill that up, you can put the pipe in and it will submerge it in water, so there's no air. But if you glue the pipe onto the lid and then push it in there, it's going to have air in, so that's always going to be wanting to be pushing off. In here, I'll give it a quick swill out. Yeah, it's just a few leaves in there to just net off in a minute. Gonna fill this one back up because I'm now sorted. That's all sorted. All is ready to go. Pipework's cleaned out. As soon as it gets high enough to be able to go into the easy pod, I'm then going to put in some PP or something like that, or maybe a bit of Virkon. Yeah, all I've got to do is get rid of all that stuff. When I say get rid of it, find somewhere for it to go. I've got a vat. Well, I'll put this on there if anyone wants it. It's been in the shed a while. One-handed. There we go. Yeah, it's a well, that's it there. I won't get it out. It's a 2-eyed piece one. So that's one. It's that one. So yeah, If anybody wants that, it's brand new, mate. It's not been out the back. I used it once, and it's not my cup of tea really. I like the one eye piece. I thought a two would be better, but then I ended up just looking in. Yeah, I ended up just looking through the one piece anyway. So then I just packed that one away and got my old one out, the old trusty practitioner. But yeah, all good in here. These are all looking dandy. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow, there's meant to be a bit of rain. Moping. It's meant to be raining in the morning. I'm hoping I can get that sorted. That'll then get the rain out of the way. Jump on with basically have that bottom end of the garden all set up, ready to go. Yeah, pumps on, filters on, heaters on. Check it all. Obviously then turn the heater back off and then just let it cycle for a bit. And then I'm ready. Well, I say I'm ready for, not really ready for koi, but I can, you know what I mean? It's harvest coming up, isn't it? Everyone's ready for koi. Yeah, and then the last bit, I say I'm ready for koi. I did say I'm going to get it all sorted beforehand. I might do it tomorrow. If I've sorted all this out, I might tomorrow make some sort of bracket, make a gate, and have it so it all runs flush. So whatever I clad this with, I want it to clad, and I want it to carry on. So when you're looking, you can't really see there's a door there. And then clad all that. And I need to pick up quite a bit. I've looked on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a guy who's selling a fair bit of polycarb sheets. So if anyone knows of any polycarb sheets going, it needs to be at least a metre wide, or the width of it needs to be a metre, so then it can catch obviously the front and the back in one piece. What I don't want to do is cut the length off them and end up having to do loads of little panels. I'd rather just have maybe 1 or 2 sheets per side. The ones I've seen are like 4 metres by a metre, which are perfect for what I need, but it's getting it here. I'm going to have to empty the van or put them on top of the van. So if anyone knows of any polycarb going, that's it, at least a metre, the longer the better. Let me know, mate, and I'll have a look. But yeah, these are sound. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, and hopefully it's not raining and I'm not in a coat, and lovely sunshine still.